Hey everyone, it's me again, Robert James Sarono. So our topic for today's video is all about graphing the trigonometric functions. Let's go! So this is our learning objectives. Number 1, properly sketch the graph of trigonometric functions based on its periodicity and amplitude, with or without the use of online trigonometry games, graphing calculator, computer graphing applications, and pen and paper activity. Number 2, analyze the general behavior of the trigonometric functions graphs. Number 3, state the appropriate domain, range, amplitude, and period for each graph of sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent functions. Number 4, point out and properly explain the effect of a change in period and amplitude. So, before we start, let us recall the 6 fundamental trigonometric functions: the sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, and secant. And the last one is cotangent. Each of these functions has unique graphical characteristics that are based on their periodicity and amplitude. The two most fundamental functions that are sine and cosine functions, which can be defined as follows. So the sine function is y is equal to a sine open parenthesis bx plus c close parenthesis plus d. Now, for the cosine, the formula is y is equal to a cosine open parenthesis bx plus c close parenthesis plus d. Now, let's identify the a, b, c, and d. A is amplitude, b is for period, c is the horizontal shift, d is the vertical shift. Now, to graph the functions, let's follow these steps. Number 1, identify the amplitude, which is the A. We need to find the period using the formula 2 pi divided by B. Number 3, identify any shifts caused by C and D. And the last one is plot key points and smoothly connect them. Let's consider an example graphing y equals to 2 sine open parenthesis 1 half x close parenthesis. So first we need to find the A, amplitude. The amplitude is 2. So the graph oscillates between negative 2 and 2. Now for the period, it is calculated as 2 pi divided by B. So the period is 2 pi divided by 1 half is equal to 4 pi. Longer than the standard period. So this is the A, the period, and now this is the key points for one cycle 0 to 4 pi. Let's start. Sine 0 is equals to 0. Sine pi over 2 is equals to 1. Sine pi is equals to 0. Sine 3 pi over 2 is equals to negative 1. And the last one is sine 2 pi is equals to 0. So before we graph, we need to multiply these sine values into 2. 2 sine 0 is equals to 0. 2 sine 1 half pi is equals to 2 times 1 equals 2. 2 sine pi is equals to 2 times 0 equals 0. 2 sine 3 over 2 pi is equals to 2 times negative 1 equals to negative 2. 2 sine 2 pi is equals to 2 times 0 equals 0. And now let's proceed to graphing. First, we need to draw the x and y axis. This is 0, positive 1, and positive 2. This part is negative 1 and negative 2. This is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and 4 pi. Let's start with the 0, positive 2, 2 pi, negative 2, 4 pi. Now let's connect the dots. Now this is the graph of y is equal to sine open parenthesis 1 half x close parenthesis. And now I will going to show you on how to graph the cosine. I will show you an example. Y is equals to 3 cosine open parenthesis x plus 2 close parenthesis. Now the period is 2 pi. Now in order to get the upper limit, we need to add the vertical shift to amplitude. The vertical shift is 2 plus the amplitude 3 equals to 5. So our upper limit is 5. And now in order to get the lower limit of the graph, we need to subtract the vertical shift to the amplitude. 2 minus 3 is equals to negative 1. So this is our lower limit in the graph. And now let's proceed to the graph. This is 5. This is negative 1, negative 5, 1. Oh, sorry, this is 2. We need to draw a line here. Cosine functions always start from above. So let's start from here. Positive 5. From here, this is pi to there. This is 2 pi. And this is our basic cosine graph. Next, I will going to show you the basic graph of tangent. Y is equals to tangent function. So before we start, we must familiarize the unit circle. I already discussed the unit circle in our previous video. So let's move on to the graph. This is negative pi over 2. So, in the unit circle, negative pi over 2 is equals to 0, so it is undefined. So, we will going to put a vertical asymptote here. Next, negative pi over 4. This is positive 1 and negative 1. Here is positive pi over 2 and positive pi over 4. Since pi over 2 is 0, we also need to put a vertical asymptote here. So we need to put a dot here in positive 1 and negative 1. And we will going to connect the dots. Going up, we need to put an arrow. Going down. So this is the basic graph of tangent. Now I will going to show you the basic graph of secant. This is the example. Y is equal to secant function x is equal to 1 cosine function. First, we need to graph our cosine, which is this. This is negative 1 and positive 1. And we will going to start here. From here, 1, negative 1. Now this is our cosine. Let's proceed to secant. In order to graph the secant, we need to divide the 1 divided by 1 equals 1. 1 divided by half is equals to 2. So the graph is coincide in his maximum point. Here, from here. Here. And here. So this is our basic graph of secant. Now let's proceed to the basic graph of cosecant. Y is equals to cosecant x east. So we must know that the cosecant is the reciprocal of 1 sine function. So same in the second, first we need to graph the sine function. This is positive 1 and negative 1. Start from here to positive 1, negative 1. This is pi, 2 pi, and 3 pi. And this is the sine function graph. Now, let's proceed to the cosecant. Since the sine function is undefined, we will put a vertical asymptote to every point. Here. And here. Now let's proceed to the graph of cosecant. 1 divided by 1 is equals to 1. Here. 1 divided by half is equals to 2. Here. You need to put that here, here, and here. And we just need to copy. So this is the basic cosecant graph. So next I will be going to show you the basic graph of cotangent. Y is equals to negative 2 cotangent, open parenthesis, 1 half x minus pi, close parenthesis, plus 3. So first we need to find the first vertical asymptote. So 1 half x is equals to a minus pi is equals to 0. So 1 half x is equals to pi. Multiplied by 2, the 2 will going to be cancelled, so it is x equals 2 pi. And the period is pi equals b, which is 1 half. So the period is also 2 pi. At the center of pi half, it will be 3. So we're going to... So at the center at the pi, it's gonna be the center line, which is 3. So I'm going to put a dot here. And 3 pi over 2 will going to be 5. If positive cotangent, it will going to be decrease, and if it is negative cotangent, it will going to be increase. And at the center of pi half, it's gonna be the center line, which is number 1. So we're going to connect the dots. We need to put an arrow here. and we will going to copy. We're going to put a line here. So this is the graph, the basic graph of cotangent.